Alright, hey folks, let's go through the patch notes 9.21. Yeah, really excited for new patch, but more excited for new set, through which patch notes we'll go through after these ones. But yeah, let's focus on those ones. This is the final countdown, the last run, the third period, the fourth quarter, the ninth inning, the end of the road, the last stop, closing time, yata yata. Last patch in the TFT set. While we wait the start of Rise of the Elements, we have one last balance patch and patch for you to reach the rank of your dreams. So cue the montage music and let's go into it. Alright, Ranked. This is the last patch to continue climbing the ranked ladder in TFT first season. The ranked will be off in patch 9.2 for the start of Rise of the Elements to make sure that we have any major bugs or balance issues out of the way, but it will return in patch 9.23. Oh, I see. So there will be no rankeds for one patch, so like 2 weeks out of the rankeds. Yeah, that makes sense because there might be a couple of bugs. Yeah, house climbing a bit unfair, I guess. They want to keep the ranked in, especially if they want to make some esports already, tournaments, maybe, perhaps. Wink, wink. Player damage. Right now, player damage is both too low in the early game and too high in the late game. This leads players to take advantage of using the early game stockpile gold, as well as really unfortunate late game losses trying to change up your strategy or your investments. You are pulling level up damage from as unfortunate late game losses when trying to change up your strategy or unit placements, or getting phantomed. We are pulling level up damage from the champions and putting it into their base damage to counteract these trends, right? 1 star here. So this is... So this is rare. Previously it was 1 damage, now it's 2 damage. A big change because like early game, if someone has like early Aatrox, Morgana, Ashe, stuff like that, Katarina, this is basically double damage already. 2 star, yeah, this is like the same case. This is the biggest change. This one's just rares doing a lot more damage now. So comps like based on like Yordles, Sorks, Demons, Elementalists just deal a lot more mid-game damage to you. I mean, that's a good change because current meta is just stale, go late game, hit on 8 for die. So I really like the current change. Pre-star, yeah, this doesn't matter. So the only thing that matters, like, this is a good change. This is, yeah, good change. Yeah, just taking more damage from the rares, basically, and less damage from the epics and legendaries. I like this change a lot. The base damage. Wait, what? Holy moly, no more. Actually, I like the change because, like, there is a way, like, the current meta is just have to just get your Giant Slayer and yeah, wait until late game, or just get anything, get your Ionics, get your Lissandra too, and just buckle up for until level 8 and go for Pantheon, Dragon, Sorks, Knights combo with Guardians. This will cause you to get a lot of in the trouble if you don't roll earlier, if you are not strong enough. So this is a good change to the current meta if they want to shift it a bit, because this doesn't allow you to get greedy if you are not strong already. And if you are strong, you had to spend a bit gold on rolling, and not on rolling, but buying actually the units to get strong. Therefore, you don't have that great eco, unless you just get every night to 2-star after like first creep wave event. Yeah, obviously you're gonna be strong with win streak, but that's a really good change. I like it. But this is not solving the current issue with like Pantheon, Dragons, Knights meta, fortunately. Let's see if they changed anything. Guardian bonus armor doesn't change anything, it's just 2.5%. Oh, overall it's 5% damage reduction change only. Still very strong. Dragons. Because the way they interact with each other. Already we talked it like last game. Last video. Exact item disable duration. This is indirect Jinx Vi nerf. Do I like it? If it said like removed Phantom instead of Hextech, I mean the Hextech was fine. This makes it just like, I think the Vi won't be even like the case anymore in the Knights Jinx combo. Just gonna ignore it and go for double Gunslinger instead. And maybe Vi as a last unit when you don't have anything better to put in. Hextech is just so insignificant now to go for, I think. This is not a good change. Dislike it. Because this makes you not even want to play around Hextech anymore. Knights. Didn't like. Come on, this is basically no changes to Knights. Rangers bonus attack speed. Like, I don't know what are they doing. They're just back nerfing and buffing Rangers back and forward. Yeah, Rangers will be good again because of the damage dealt mid game, and Rangers are really good in the mid game. Therefore, change will make them even stronger. I really hope they nerf to Giant Slayer, because Rangers Giant Slayer will be just, yeah. And this makes Kai'Sa bonkers even harder because of the, you can just run Kindred Kai'Sa with the Knights. Just enjoy your life with Giant Slayer. Sorcerer ability power unchanged. No one goes 6 Sorks, it's not worth it. Not speaking about 9 Sorks. This is irrelevant change. Alright. Starting mana. Oh, finally. Nerfed Lissandra. Still very strong. Nonetheless. The way to nerf Lissandra is just to nerf her AoE on the ulti. It's just too big. Too many hex. Like 1 hex and less would be a way better nerf when mana nerf there. Because you just put on her Dragon Claw, GA Morello put her on the front line, and she just gets mana because of the Dragon Claw interaction with the spells. Even though you don't get the damage from the Dragon from the spell, you still get the full mana you would have gotten, and if you were damaged. So this doesn't change anything. Lissandra is still one of the strongest units mid game and early game, and possibly late game sometimes when you 3-star her. She can basically carry you with proper items late game as well. Varus attack damage buff. Alongside the Ranger buff, very strong. Like, Varus was already an item carrier in the mid game, so this makes him even stronger. Brent Pyroclam's boss range. This is a very big buff. This is very big buff. Wow. This makes Elementalists really good, considering this buff to the damage. And now the Brent is stronger, Varus is stronger. Like, you play those units together, usually like 2 Elementalists and 2 Rangers with Ash and Varus. So definitely a comp will be played. Depends how lobbies will be played out, but I don't like, if the lobby will be very greedy and you are the only one running this comp, like Elementalist Rangers, you'll get punished late game because all those people will heal their Swain tools, Pantheon tools, and you just die to those. But if the lobbies won't be that greedy and they'll be more aggressive, then this will be superior comp to run Elementalist Rangers. Look of spell damage. Buff. Why? Now he was in the perfect shape. Why buff him? Like, come on. Draven nerf. That's a mistake. Draven is already weak. Draven shouldn't be nerfed. Jinx should be nerfed, not Draven. I guess. Okay, this was the indirect Jinx nerf, so okay. But I dislike the Draven nerf. Pantheon armor, yes, but this is not like, this doesn't solve the problem with the Guardian and Dragons, Knights meta with Sorks. Could change. Still useless. Maybe not useless. Maybe it will be a bit better in this patch. We'll see. But why just not make it permanent? Like, come on. Just make it less armor, less value, and just bigger. Or I mean, the problem with Locket is that it forces you to play in the certain positioning. When Locket was to give all units around you, it was way better than now, because now you can't reposition properly your units and get a full value of Locket. Therefore, it's just bad because of it. They changed the positioning for it. It would be viable again maybe, but now it's like meh. Redemption Hill Threshold. Wow, Redemption was already sick item. Now, considering that Pantheon is nerfed and the damage is nerfed, therefore you won't be able to go consistently for Pantheon. Redemption got indirect buff besides this by getting more damaged here. So Redemption will see a lot of more play because of that, not only because of the health threshold proc. So yeah, Redemption will be like, it was already a very good item. Now it's top tier item alongside GA. Repeating crossbow attack speed and crit chance, yeah, still use. I mean, this is the item you make after Raptors if you have nothing to do with the items, basically. You are not making this item, like, when you get to the first creep with, like, bow and gun glove, and you are like, oh yeah, let's make repeating crossbow. Aha. Yeah, we already have this game in the bag. You make only this item when you have, like, we are after the, not cracks, Raptors. And yeah, you have nothing to do with the items. Terrible item and the mechanic. Hero of Shojin Mana Restoration. This, I don't know about this, but like, the thing about the Shojin is the way it interacts with certain champions and how many hits they need to actually go off. So this will, yeah, I'll have to do some math and testing for this. Might be a really good change. Like, Shojin needed buff because he was like, it was the only good item that you could get like from the carousel, or just same as the crossbow, just use as leftover items. The problem with Shojin is that it uses a very good item, which is BF, which is just needed for Giant Slayer, which is just broken, and I'm really surprised they didn't nerf it. This is just such like big mistake to not nerf it. The most overpowered item. When you get like Giant Slayer early, you're like, yeah, I can just chill and eco hard. Like, Giant Slayer will be even more in the meta right now, and just Jinx comps with Knights, basically. Because you get way more damage, therefore people won't be able to go consistently for Pantheon. Maybe, hopefully, for Pantheon, Sorks, Knights, Guardians. Therefore Jinx will be more present there with just Giant Slayer. Because it's a mid-game comp you can get early. You just get Lucian with like red buff and stuff like that, and put on your Jinx like Dragon Claw, Giant Slayer, and you're good to go for late game. Therefore, yeah, Giant Slayer OP, and just lets you eco very hard into mid game, into late game, and just win the games. Get it early enough. Kai'Sa spell tooltip now properly scales with ability power. Yeah, cool. Like, come on. Like, maybe with the current change, it won't be that easy to get Kai'Sa too. It's just such a good win condition if you can itemize her properly as well. Similar items as Jinx. Dragon Claw, Giant Slayer, and Rage Blade. It's just 1 versus 9 teams. Coins don't launch as far. Good change. Adjusted a few drops in Thieves' Gloves. Yeah, but what? How? Like, tell us more. This, why would you even mention it? The bug fixes, if you don't mention what did you change. Raven now has the intended no longer has a higher attack speed ratio than intended. Okay, I didn't know even about it. No overtime bug change. Cool. No fix. Yeah, this patch, I'm not fan of this patch. This patch doesn't change anything. Just yeah, if you get Giant Slayer early, you can Eco Heart and get Dragon's Knights and win the game. You get Lisandro too, with Morello, GA early, you can do that as well. Like this just makes you, if you have a bad start, you just die. Now you don't have even, like, this base damage is too harsh. Why just not slow down? Just give 2 to see how it goes. And 3 then, but taking 3 damage on the... Wow, that's so bad. Like, I mean, maybe I dislike it because I'm the fan of actually inting early, and this would, like, I would get to 70 HP on 65 when I int early on, which would be such a big punish for playing like for a strategy when you utilize lose streak. I just dislike it. If you do this, make a change to lose streak, give you 1 more gold per each streak. Like, you can't just nerf something like lose streak and just, yeah, make you like win streak is such a big like value now. Not only you get 1 gold for win, you get the same gold for the win streaking as lose streaking. Also, you preserve your resource, which is HP, as a win condition. Like, win streaking shouldn't be as powerful as lose streaking, because win streaking actually requires you to get good units early or items. And lose streak, you can always lose streak. It's your choice, not a forced component from the game. I just dislike the nerf to lose streak that big. Alright, guys. Yeah, that's it for this patch. Nothing changes that much. Just people won't be able to play that greedy with the weak comps early on. You have to actually press D, which is reroll, a bit more often after each creep wave, just hard eco. Hey guys, yeah, that's the patch. I'll jump to with the next video to the 9.22 patch note, and yeah, which I'll be probably more likely playing on the PBE to get a good grasp of it instead of this patch. Like, I'm really not a fan of this. Is the first patch, like the current one, 9.20, and this one that I dislike because it just, you don't have that much impact on the late game. You just have to hit on A for miss. If you miss, you just don't win. You don't get top 4 even. Sometimes you just lose with their very powerful comp and you get top 6, top 7 because you didn't hit like your Kai'Sa 2, Pantheon 2, and you just die because others did. Swain 2. Or you didn't find your Nico and others did. You just get 30 damage hit because someone phantomed your carry or front lane with items. Alright guys, I'll go through the set 2 changes in the next video. See you there!